Hello, Chadders here, and a different kind of video this time. I figured I'd take a look back on a playthrough I did, I believe in 2012, of Silent Hill 2, the sub-scenario Born from a Wish, where you play as Maria before meeting James. And I figured I'd start on this because it's only about roughly about 40 minutes long, so I thought I'd sort of take a look back at it and comment on it, see how badly I did, all the mistakes I made, and yeah, just have a look at it. I'll be quiet during all the cutscenes, so you know you don't have to worry about that. But I'll probably, yeah, let's go.
When I woke up, I was all alone. Everyone's gone. Is it because of those monsters? What do I do now? Do I fight and live? Or do those monsters get me? I don't have any reason to go on living. But I'm scared to die. I'm so afraid of pain. Should I run away? I want to find somebody. I don't like being alone. But is there anyone left alive?
Well, let's go and find out. Yeah, this was the I'm not a huge fan of Silent Hill 2, which is probably blasphemous to say, but I quite like the sub-scenario. It had a very sort of much creepier and oppressive atmosphere, I found, than Silent Hill 2. And obviously it's the you play as Maria, which is the, well, I can't remember, around the same, the director's cut anyway was released. It might have been just before Silent Hill 3, but it's obviously the one of the only times where you play as the a female protagonist. Obviously the main one being Silent Hill 3, which is you know, like the full-fledged game. This is only a sub-story, but I think they should do that again. Another female protagonist in a Silent Hill game might be interesting. I think I remember checking the map quite a lot in this playthrough. Because I have no sense of direction at all. Every sort of 20-30 seconds when I first played Silent Hill 2, I was checking the map all the time because I was just running around everywhere. Which I assume a lot of people, you know, a lot of people must have done playing Silent Hill for the first time. Just run around everywhere, see where everything is, and sort of taking it all in, sort of get drawn into it all. Yeah, like I said, I think this is the I enjoyed this sub-story a lot more than Silent Hill 2. Oh, there's an enemy there, I can hear it. There you go. Spitting that shit at me. And Maria's just running past like, yep, map again. We are heading to, I think, is it the Blue Creek Apartments, where we have to break in, well not break in, but slide in through the sort of like panel block. Oh, I can't, it's been, I think the last time I played this was actually when I recorded it, so yeah, about 4 or 5 years, so I don't remember much at all. More monsters going crazy. It seemed like there was a lot less monsters out on the streets in Silent Hill 2 than there was in the original, because I remember being pounded, you know, the the big monkey gorilla things and the dogs and the flying enemies. There's so many in Silent Hill 1. But that might just be me, but I just found there was more. And same with Silent Hill 3. I think it seemed like there was a lot more on the streets, even though you were barely out in Silent Hill, in the actual town in Silent Hill 3. Really, it's mainly the sort of amusement park and the church, and beforehand at the hilltop centre and everything. So yeah, you didn't really spend much time in Silent Hill as Heather in Silent Hill 3, which was a bit disappointing, but Silent Hill 3 is still my favourite Silent Hill. It's probably debate. People probably don't think that's the proper thing. You should love Silent 2, but I just preferred Silent Hill 3. I just thought I liked the story. I thought Heather was absolutely awesome, and yeah, I've got nothing against Silent Hill 2. I still really enjoy it, but I just preferred 3. Come on, Maria. Are we nearly there yet? Am I searching around for stuff? Yeah, more first aid kits. More enemies banging drums, and they don't want to work, they want to bang on a drum all day. Oh shit. There we go. Ah, a bit of my coffee. More enemy. Come on. I really love the music here. Really sort of quite sort of kind of reminds me of the Psycho. It's like that sort of tense, tense feeling. They always did a really good job on sound and especially the early Silent Hill games. The sound, production was absolutely amazing. And just the whole feeling of the games as well, really, really sort of oppressive and makes you truly feel alone. Oh, there we go, I've got a map. Oh yes, the Baldwin house. I always like these loading screens, the footsteps. And the Silent Hill 3 ones, they had the weird, sort of weird image sort of pulsating and stuff, and of course Silent Hill 4 had you could move the little character around and make him fat and thin, and cutscene. Close the door.
Is somebody there? Open up. Hello?
Stop it. You're disturbing me.
Thank God. I finally found somebody. Can you open the door?
No.
But why?
Is it really necessary for me to answer all your tedious questions?
Yes.
Oh, I didn't know that. I want to be alone. Other people just irritate me.
I just want to see another human face. Do you know what's happening in this town? There's no one here. Just monsters.
Yes, I know. But so what? It has nothing to do with me. No one here means there's no one to disturb me.
Except the monsters.
You want to be alone in this insane asylum?
Yes, exactly. But how can you say that it's this town that's insane? Perhaps it's we who are insane. Both of us. Hopelessly insane. Are you satisfied? Would you leave me alone?
My name is Maria. What's your name?
Ernest.
Hemingway?
Baldwin.
Ernest? I'll be back.
Always love that about the monsters, just like, yeah, alright, there's monsters out there, just like, no fucks given. Ah, the board puzzle. I remember first time doing that board puzzle, where you have to get the boards and make the, I think it is, you have to have the, you have to make it so all the, they line up so you can get the, something fell. And yeah, that puzzle drove me crazy first, because I'm not, yeah, I'm not very good at puzzles anyway, which is weird, because I like Silent Hill games. But yeah, that drove me mad first time. And come on, yeah, the ladder up there. Yeah, just see all the locations and areas in here just have a really sort of oppressive and creepy, and just makes you, well, I suppose it's sort of like the Japanese horrors, really, they have a good sense of how to make you feel lonely and sort of no hope sort of thing. And it's a shame the sort of like the more recent Silent Hill games don't really have that kind of feeling. They just kind of feel like American horror, which is, you know, if you like that, fair enough, but it's not really Silent Hill. I mean, I would have preferred it if they just called, like, Downpour and Homecoming, you know, their own games, instead of sort of tagging on the Silent Hill name onto them. But like it was mentioned in a, I think, our third podcast with Magical Machete. She mentioned it's branding the name. If, you know, if there wasn't Silent Hill attached to it, no one would have cared about. It would have just been another throwaway horror game. But I mean, you know, you've always got that risk when another developer takes, you know, the reins over a game. So should really be talking about the game rather than every other Silent Hill games. But yeah. Well, I did that puzzle relatively quick. I was surprised when I remember recording that. I was surprised how well I did that. I usually do like a couple of test runs on this just so I don't wander around, you know, doing nothing or getting lost. But I was after my I think after my first Silent Hill 3 playthrough I did. Thank you. After the first Silent Hill, yeah, kick him. Anyway, back to what I was saying. My first Silent Hill 3 Let's Play. Let's Play? No, I haven't done Let's Plays since 2012. This is after my first Silent Hill playthrough. Another channel on YouTube who has supported me and, you know, has come back recently after a long hiatus. I'm going to butcher his name, Lord Bahai. He gave me a good bit of advice just to say, just play the game as you would. You know, don't worry about making mistakes or anything like that. Just play through, you know, how you normally would. Because sort of prior to this Silent Hill 3, I always wanted to like know exactly what I was doing. You know, I mean, it's a good idea to know what you do, but I was like, I have to get it right. You know, this has to be done. This perfect, no mistakes or anything. If I made a mistake, I would actually go back and record an entire section again. But once he sort of told me, that, you know, gave me that little bit of advice amongst others. You know, bit of commotion here, but yeah. After that, I've just sort of recording things became sort of far more relaxed, and I didn't worry so much because obviously my first couple of playthroughs I did are pretty bad, but you know, no one's perfect when they start. But I just sort of just played it without worrying too much, you know, sort of no pressure sort of thing I started doing, and yeah, just sort of kept that in mind whenever I started recording. Because on this one was I wanted to get this.
Give it
To
my daddy.
will do. Anyway, yeah. I'm far. Whenever I do record or let's play with Relay Star or anything like that, I'm more relaxed. Like I said, my first couple of playthroughs, I was really quite pressure, panicky, tense, and you know, I have to get it right, otherwise. But I just, if people don't like it, don't watch it. You know, I'd rather have 3 or 4 people who watch my videos than, you know, millions who don't. I suppose it's that sort of like, not that my videos are quality, but quality over quantity and all that sort of guff and gubbing. So anyway, back to the game, and enough about my history on YouTube at least. Right, come on Maria, stop. Got health drinks. I think I only used, I don't know, I can't remember if I used any of the health drinks in this playthrough. I mean, they give you a hell of a lot of health items for the sub-story, and there isn't really, I mean, you can just run by all the enemies really. I mean, that's I always do that anyway, apart from Silent Hill 3, once I got the flamethrower and infinite submachine gun, I just go mad. Damage isn't very high, but it's fun to just like go around killing stuff with infinite ammo. After the first time you play through, where you're really conserving all your ammo and all your health drinks and stuff, you know, you don't want to use them. But what's it? Oh, okay, right. I wonder what the hell I was shooting at. Yeah, you don't get enemies like this anymore in Silent Hill games. Like Downpour I was bitterly disappointed with Downpour. Downpour was the enemies were just, they just looked like dirty homeless people with, you know, with long limbs. There wasn't really any creativity. Oh, there we go. Used a health drink. I mean, say what you will about Homecoming, it had some creative looking enemies, and I can't remember, mine's gone blank, can't even remember any of the names. The ones with like the blades for limbs and the those and the bosses were, you know, the like Asphyxia and Scarlet. They were you know, people seem to like Downpour more than Homecoming, but I got to say, neither one are really great games in my opinion, but I preferred Homecoming more than Downpour. Downpour tried to put things in that sounded cool but didn't quite work, like the whole you know, weapons and things breaking, and after you use them so many times, I mean, it sounded like a good idea, but in practice it's not, it didn't really work out. First save. And I think this is where the first part of my original playthrough ended. Yep, I can see. Yeah, and this would be part 2, where we club. Just to that music. I mean, that's terrifying. Absolutely love the music to these games.
Do you know a little girl named Amy?
Why do you ask me
That
that?
music.
This letter. To my dearest daddy. It's from a girl named Amy Baldwin. Your daddy?
Yes. Where'd you find that?
Up in the attic.
Oh. What a fool. Now, when it's too late, I finally understand why. Why she was there. Why she was holding that empty envelope when she fell.
Ernest. Amy. She isn't... I'm sorry. I'm sorry I reminded you.
No need to apologize. You didn't remind me. I've never forgotten. Maria, some things we forget, and some things we can never forget. It's funny. I'm not sure which one is sadder. It's been 10 years, but I still...
Ernest. I'm sorry. I didn't know.
No, it's fine. Maria, that letter.
I'll leave it here.
Thanks. Maria? So you must be... That's why you could see me.
Huh?
So perhaps that means that I can hope for a miracle as well.
What do you mean?
In the apartment next door, there's a bottle containing a white liquid. I don't know exactly where it is, but I know it's in there somewhere. I must have it.
You... want me to get it for you?
Please.
Why don't you just get it yourself?
If I could, believe me, I would. But
White?
I'll open the stairway door.
Ernest, do you really believe it will work?
I don't know.
Well, that's okay. I don't mind fighting for an impossible cause. Anyway, it beats just giving up and doing nothing.
That's the spirit.
Maria, thank you.
Right, a little fetch quest. It's all ghosts and it's all getting spoopy now. Right. Sorry if you can hear that. My dog's going absolutely batshit downstairs, and I have no idea why. Probably saw something invisible fly by the window or something. I don't know. Anyway, yeah. I always wondered why they never did sort of like sub-stories or things like this again in Silent Hill games. Like, I mean, even to Silent Hill 3, I mean, not that they should have done one for every single game, but it might have been interesting to be, you know, Douglas or even, perhaps even seen more as Vincent, or I don't know. But I'm always liked, like I said before many times in this video, I like this sub-scenario. I think it's interesting. Get see a bit more of Maria's character, and you don't have to escort anyone around, which is good, because usually when I'm escorting Maria around in the regular game as James, I leave her behind and she gets a lot of damage to her. And I know I keep going on, but really the sound is just so good. Doesn't really matter about using ammo in this, because I mean, you have no boss fights or anything like that. You know, the worst enemies you encounter are the mannequin things and straitjacket guys. So I mean, even the segments where there's like no music, it's just silence. That's extremely sort of powerful, and you know, gives us a real sense of loneliness. Like I said before, just you know, Akira Yamaoka, just absolutely brilliant, brilliant sound production and music in this game. I think that's what sort of Downpour lacked a little bit. You know, the music wasn't really anything. It didn't really stand out. I can't even remember much of the music, to be honest. I remember in my sort of like you know, first impressions video I gave for Silent Hill Downpour on my channel. You can hear that kind of, because the music was composed by, I forget his name, so I do apologise, the guy who did the music in Dexter, and you can kind of hear it at the beginning. But apart from that, I really don't remember much of the music from like Silent Hill Downpour at all. You know, I mean, like I said, so I've got the soundtrack for Silent Hill 3, and I absolutely love that game. I love the songs, I love the music in it. You know, whenever I'm working on like my stupid paint pictures or anything I do for the, you know, the channel and the Facebook page and Twitter and stuff, you know, sooner or later Silent Hill 3 music always kicks on, and have that playing in the background as I'm doing things. Really, you know, can't fault the music at all in the earlier games. Especially the final boss, one of the final boss music of Silent Hill 1. God, that is unsettling. It's so manic and very, very unsettling to listen to. And you know, Harry's a champ, you know, doing a boss fight with that music playing. Come on, Maria. We're almost done. We've got, you know, got about 10 minutes left. Don't worry. I mean, if anyone's watching this and they manage to stick it through so far, you know, thank you. And you know, you're braver than I, because I can barely You know, I can't stand listening to myself editing these videos. It's just, ugh. I think that's why I prefer just playthroughs without commentary, on my videos at least anyway, than doing them with commentary, because I hate hearing myself back. Which is strange, because I've done so many urban legends and other narrations, you know. If I don't like listening to myself, why do I do them? Some of them are fun to read. Might be doing some more later if I can find any interesting ones.
Thank you, Maria. That's the only item I couldn't get myself. By the time I found out about it, I could no longer leave this house. So long.
Yes, but Will...
Maria, the gods are here. You know it too. You were born in this town.
I'm not sure God is the right word.
Do you believe in fate?
Not really.
That's fine then.
Ernest, can I open this?
This is a dead end. There's nothing beyond here.
I know. So, what if I had said I believed in fate?
That James. He's a bad man.
James... Yes. I know.
He's looking for the you that isn't you.
Because he's kind? Do you know something?
Yes. Maria, you're...
Anyway, that's just what you think. You don't really know anything. That's fine.
Okay.
Well then, what now, Maria? Nah. You don't want to do that? I always thought it was funny if the gun went off as it landed. It's sure anyway.
James.
Mary? No, you're not.
Do I look like your girlfriend? My name is Maria.
Well then, yeah. That was fun actually to kind of go back and watch that, because you know, I hadn't actually watched that since I first recorded and edited it, so yeah, still enjoy that. Wasn't as bad as I thought. Well, me playing through, I thought I played much worse than that, but yeah, didn't do. I think I did all right. And yeah, if you haven't played a Silent Hill game, I do recommend playing Silent Hill 2, but pick up the director's cut, because you get the this scenario on it as well. So and I recommend to play the main game and then the sub scenario. So, but you know, I always recommend Silent Hill 3 too, because Silent Hill 3 is my favourite. Well, I don't know if this will be a regular thing to look, you know, sort of commentate any my older playthroughs. A lot of them, you know, I've just sort of chose this one because it's only about, you know, it's a short 40-minute one. So if I do, you know, we'll see. But it was fun to look back. You know, see some of my early videos there. Oh, poor old Maria. How many times have you died? Too many. Yeah, that was fun to look back on. And yeah, you can come up and see my absolutely awful grade for this. So thanks for watching if you did, and I'll leave it there and probably catch you in the podcast. Me and Doofy are going to be hopefully recording this weekend with special guest. Ooh. So again, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you later. Bye.